Good morning. I don't ever be ready for live. Good morning. How are you? Hope that your day is going well. I had to get up because it was things on my mind. And, I feel like at this point in my life, it's very imperative for me to say the things that I need to say, to be honest about how I feel, and more important, to be transparent about what is taking place and what has transpired. So, with that being said, good morning. I am yours truly here again to bring you another video. Hopefully, it's something that you can learn from. More importantly, learn what not to do. And so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, the title of the video is, this is the expose. It's not an exposure, it's the expose. I like back in the day, I don't think they still kind of do this, like where they have blind items and people like write in. It's like the nail tech or the makeup artist of the celebrity, and they write into different gossip columns about XYZ, and they know this information, but they leave people's names out. But to the viewer, to the listener, they know who it is, but they can't say it because they don't want to get sued, or they say allegedly and all that, right? Well, this isn't alleged. This is all facts. And I'm willing to say that it's all facts because I know what I've experienced, right? And I think a lot of people, one thing about abuse, and your abuser needs for you to forget what they did to you. One, so they don't have to deal with the consequences or accountability of their behavior. And two, so more than likely they can continue on with the abuse. Most abusers don't want to change. Most abusers don't go and get help. They don't. They don't see anything wrong with what they have done or what they're doing. They justify their behavior by their past and their trauma and being left out and not being loved properly and feeling, all the things. All the things that we all feel, right? You talking to the person, you know how much I've been left out? How much I've been ignored and rejected and lied to and lied on, but I've never done the things that people have done to me. Do you know how much trauma that I have been put through? And I made a choice very, very young that I would never become like my abusers. I would never be that person. See, it's about choices in this life. It's about who you choose to be, regardless of what you go through. And a lot of people want to make excuses for their poor behavior. They want to try to justify it and say, like, oh, it was this or it was that, or they did this. And you did that shit. Even if they did it, you had a choice. At the end of the day, you have a choice of how you want to choose, respond, or react to people, places, and things. It is your responsibility to have control over your behavior. It has nothing to do with anybody else. And I'm tired of people's excuses. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the selective outrage and just the foolishness, the fool-la-la and the lollygag, and I'm sick of that shit, and I'm calling you hoes out. I don't care if you get mad, you just get mad. Oh well. What else can you do, bitch? What else you gonna do that you ain't already did? That's why I don't care about calling people out. What else can you do that you have not already done? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what else can you do. I'll wait. Okay. So now, as you begin to calculate what you feel like you can do, let me tell you who I am. Let me tell you how this shit gonna go. This expose is about a couple people. I had a lot of people, and this might be a couple different parts, but today we're gonna talk about a couple hoes. Let's talk about let's get the hoes out the way, because them the ones that need the attention the most. Let's talk about the hoes. Now, I'm gonna call some names and say whatever you want to say, honey. I don't care. Like, what are you gonna do? And everything that I say, I can back up. I got receipts for. So, what can you do? You just gonna have to sit here and eat this, cause I'm finna eat your ass up. Period. Call him to the front. Jenny Gordon, please come to the front. I know you pretend to be somebody else now. Like, I know you done changed your name 2, 3, 4, 5 times, girl. But I need you to come to the front, because this imposter syndrome you got is causing a world of hurt to a lot of people. And I know that you lost in this life. And I know that you almost been here a whole century, a half a century, bitch, and you still ain't figured it out. And that's okay. But come sit down in the front, crisscross applesauce, and you just sit down on the carpet. Like, we're going to take this back to kindergarten. Come sit down on the carpet. Who else I need up here? Allison Coleman. I need you to come sit down on the carpet, crisscross applesauce. I need you to come sit down. I need you to come sit down. Girl. What a waste. What a waste of space you are, girl. I mean, I'm starting to believe that Janice just probably should have swallowed you and saved us all some time. I really believe that, because girl, you have just, like, what can you really say you've done for yourself? Like, what can you really say? Girl, you have lived a life of crime and whole shit. Like, that's all, like, you nigga. What can you really say for yourself, girl? These are the hoes that be trying to come against me, and I just be sitting there like, man, what? Who else? Donisha, you and your mama, you and Gloria. Donisha Perkins, Gloria Perkins, please come sit down to the carpet. Crisscross applesauce, I need you to sit down all the way down, bitch, and don't get up. Don't get up. Come sit down. Please, just please. And another one. Tamasa. Oh my God, girl. Oh, yeah. Tamasa, bitch. And good old faithful bitch, motherfucking Shakita Campbell. Please come sit down to the carpet. Let me school y'all hoes. Welcome to kindergarten class. Welcome. Come in, sit down. Be quiet. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut your mouth. Because you've had a whole lot to say. You want to be important so bad. You want to be a factor in my life so bad. You want to be me so bad, honey. That you would went ahead and done all this fool-la lying. And you think that I can't get with you because I don't say anything. No, baby. I'm a psychologist. See, what we do is observe and take a lot of notes. When you a real spiritual warrior, not what you hoes pretend to be because y'all do magic behind the scenes, and everybody I call to the carpet, they all engage in witchcraft, voodoo, all of the things. That's what they do. That's how they get their money. That's how they advance themselves. That is what they do. A weird bitch like me don't have to pick up nothing to do nothing. I ain't never had to, and I never will. I don't have to get down like that because I got real spiritual gifts, unlike you hoes. So you hoes have to go out here and steal and lie and manipulate and sell yourselves in order to get ahead in life. You have to go and join groups and organizations to feel worthy and validated about who you are, when really these people don't give a fuck about you, man. These people don't care about you. You ain't got no invested stock in these covens and shit. These people ain't gonna pay for your funeral if you die tomorrow. These people walk by you in public and probably act like they don't even know you. You can't even shake hands with these people. You can't take pictures with these people because it's a secret. No, bitch, if it's a secret, then in my opinion, I'm starting to believe that, like, I understand that certain things need to be protected and certain things are sacred. But I also feel like secrets in some aspects are of the devil in some way. Like I'm not talking about protection and sacred stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like omission of information. Secret ordinance and agreements and covenants that people have to make in order to be a part of certain things. And what I realize is like God is open. God, this is why he say like preach the good news. Like you supposed to go out and talk to people and tell people how good God is and how good he's been to you in his life, in your life. And you can't do that with the devil. You can't go and tell people that you on the moon cycles, you gotta go over by the water and you out in the woods running around naked having orgies, getting shitted and pissed on for the devil. you can't go and tell people that. But see, I can tell you how God delivered me out of homelessness. I can tell you how God delivered me from bad habits and negative ways of thinking. I can tell you how God delivered me from toxic relationships and poor family dynamics. I can talk about that shit. I can tell you how good God has been to me. But you can't talk about the devil and the shit you do behind the scenes. You can't talk about the magic that you do to try to get jobs and get money. You can't talk about how you sit here and you abuse people, your own family. You will sit here and sacrifice your own fucking family. People that you claim to love for money, for access. You would do anything to feel like you somebody. That's how you know it's of the devil. Because of the devil rules obsession, bad habits, negative thought patterns. See, that's the difference between me and you. Like, I'm cool with the things I've done in the past. I'm cool with it. Like, that's the difference. I don't do nothing that I don't want to do. Because I don't ever want to have to face myself in the mirror and say, damn, I have to feel shame about something. So I would rather not do nothing at all and just not do it than to live a life of regrets and feeling low about myself because I did something I didn't have no business. I don't like feeling that way, so I just don't do shit at all. And people judge me for it, but I don't give a fuck, bitch, because I can stand before God and say, you know what, bitch, my hands is clean. I don't give a fuck about you niggas, man. Y'all think y'all run the fucking show because you got money or you got access or you know people, but you don't know God. God don't know you. That's the greatest relationship you'll ever have in this life. Ain't nobody gonna make me feel bad about that shit. You hoes are miserable. You bitches done got married 2, 3, 4, 5 times and you still can't find the one because you don't know yourself. You're fucked up. Look at the type of shit you willing to do. Look at how low you willing to go to pretend like you somebody that you not. Motherfuckers want to beat me so bad, bitch. You know how much hatred I receive every damn day? You know how every time I gotta get up and I gotta put on the armor of God just to live, just to beat me, a motherfucker like, I want to be like you. Like, nigga, no you don't. No, you don't really want this. You don't really want to be gang stalked every day. You don't want to have your personal information leaked to the public and you're actually being stalked and illegally recorded. You don't want this shit. You don't want men trying to traffic you. You don't want this, baby. You see a pretty face and a nice body. That's what you see. That's what you want. You want the aesthetic of Candice Carey. You don't want the work. You don't want the behind the scenes, the prayer and the meditation and the real shit that I gotta do to maintain my mental health and my personal well-being. You don't want that. Because if you did, you would do it for yourself. You wouldn't be worried about me. You would be taking care of yourself. So I want to explain some things. Like, you hoes that be out here doing magic and engaging in witchcraft and all the things that y'all do, this baneful magic, these jar spells, the necromancy, the graveyard rituals, the sex magic, all the orgies and shit that y'all be having behind the scenes and under the moon and all that shit. Let me tell you something. I want you to sit down and I want you to go get some books, man. I want you to understand that spirituality is deeper than that little cheap shit that y'all doing. And I think you need to understand who the fuck you dealing with. I'm way far beyond that. I need you to understand hermetics. I need you to understand the universe. I need you to understand real spiritual awakening and what that looks like. Because even if you Google baneful magic, you will understand that that shit does not last. You don't understand energy, nigga. So let me give you an example. When you niggas started all this shit back in 2017, the planet Saturn was in Capricorn. And if you notice, during that time, there was a lot going on. The whole George Floyd thing happened. A lot of times the energy is conducive to certain things. So if you are engaging in spiritual warfare, if you're doing rituals, different things, sometimes the energy is conducive for certain things to go through. So a lot of times people be thinking they got away with shit. No, the energy just was conducive at that time. It allowed it to happen because certain planetary bodies, certain things within the atmosphere allowed things to take place. Where you dumbasses don't understand is that energy changes every day. The moon changes every day. There's a crescent moon, there's a waxing moon, there's a full moon, there's a new moon. You motherfuckers don't understand energy. So you sit here every single day doing witchcraft like a dumbass, not understanding that there are only certain portals of time where energy is potent, where certain things will take and certain things will stick. And you need to understand that if you have sat here for 7+ years and did work on me, eventually that shit's not going to work. I don't care if you go to from sea to shining sea, bitch. I don't care who you go get. I don't care if you're going to New Orleans. I don't care if you're going overseas to Greece. I don't care where the fuck you going, nigga. I have been through so much spiritual warfare for the last 10 years of my life, man. I don't feel like nothing can fuck with me. Not MK Ultra, not the Navy, not the Army, not nobody. Man, I've been through so much shit that I don't fear nothing. I don't fear anything or anybody. And if it's my time to go, it's just my time to go. I don't fear death. Because we all gonna do that. We all got to leave here at some point. So why would I even fear that? And like they say, we never really die. We only transform. Energy cannot be denied. It cannot be killed. It only transforms. So even if you think you kill me today, honey, I might come back as a bird that shit on your house every day. You know, you never know. You never know how this thing goes. And you bitches keep sitting here every single day doing fucking magic, thinking that it's going to work. And please understand me, magic ain't just the hocus pocus, witches of Eastwick shit, where you sitting up there with cauldrons and chanting and sucking and fucking, trying to extract energy from people and shit. It ain't that, bitch. I'm talking about real shit. Like, you bitches don't have spiritual gifts. You don't know telekinesis. You don't know how to bend time, bitch. You don't know. You don't know, darling. You don't know. But I do. And that's why I don't worry about you, bitch, because I know you ain't got shit. That's poor man. Jar spells, freezer spells, foot powder, all these cheap witches. Lowbrow hoes. And I be thinking, I wonder how much money have they spent on this magic? How many candles do they buy? You know how much money you could have put in a mutual fund? Think about all the money that y'all hoes done spent on magic. And you could have put that shit in a mutual fund, in an index fund. I'm thinking like all the ways I can invest my money to create retirement. You hoes ain't gonna have shit. I'm here to tell you right now, you hoes ain't gonna have shit. And we all damn near at 40, or y'all hoes is over 40. And you mean to tell me that you done spent all your money and time for the last 10 years investing and manipulating and causing problems and doing illegal shit in your older years? And you don't have no retirement, no savings, nothing for your children. You can't even leave nothing to your fucking kids because you ain't got shit, bitch. And you done sat here and played all these reindeer games. And then you want to sit up here and act like I'm the problem. You want to sit here and talk about me and, oh, she has issues and she's this and she's that. But bitch, I'm honest. Say that. At the end of the day, you can say, oh, well, she has mental health issues. Bitch, yeah, I got anxiety from a whole bunch of people that have tried to abuse me for the last 10 years. Yeah, I have issues resting at night because I'm constantly being spiritually attacked while I'm asleep. Yeah. I have issues making new friends and being socially awkward because people that I cared about stole my identity and tried to get me arrested for things that I did not do. Yeah, I got issues, baby. I own that shit. I can say it publicly. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my past, baby. Because I know a lot of the trauma that I received and went through wasn't because of me. It's because you niggas is fucked up. You niggas hate yourself, and anybody that's trying to do better or do more for their life, you hate that shit. And you hate them for trying. You hate them for believing in better days. Because all you can see is the sadness that you created in your life. You want to be mad at somebody, be mad at your fucking self, nigga. You fucked up. You fell off. You didn't try. You got pregnant by nothing ass niggas. You kept laying down doing fuck shit. And you want to sit up here and be mad at me? When I was the one in your corner, I was the one that had your fucking back. I was the one telling you the truth the whole time. Stop fucking with these niggas. You shame me because I ain't married and I ain't had more kids, but bitch, I ain't you. Hoes always got their mouth on me, but it can't never outdo me. And I really didn't. The next thing you know, they want to kill me off of my own story and then be me, nigga. How about that? How about that? Isn't that interesting? They want to kill you all, steal your identity, these niggas literally stole my resume off of LinkedIn and like revamped. These bitches steal my whole Instagram and revamped their Instagram to look just like mine and then say I'm stealing their shit. When I'm sitting here still learning technology, so I'm sitting there learning how to edit, learning how to do this stuff. That's why some of it don't look that great because I'm still learning. I'm learning this shit. I ain't stealing from nobody. I'm learning how to do this shit. Nobody's telling me. I don't have a manager. I don't have people up here showing. Nobody's telling me nothing. But you know what? Why I got the time, why I'm going through these changes in my life, I make time to learn something new every day. I challenge myself to say, hey, whatever you don't know, you need to figure it out. If you don't know AI, figure that shit out. If you don't know how to do social media shit, then take an hour a day and watch other people's channel. Look at what they doing. Look at how they do that. It's not to cover what they have. It is to understand this is how social media works. Hey, you need to do the shit with the bouncing ball. You need to, your lighting matters. Your camera matters. All of these different things matter. What the content that you use, learning how to have a niche, not just talking about any and everything. Like all of these things matter. Social media is not the same no more, where you could just talk about any and everything and people just sit there and listen. Like, no, it must have purpose. And I respect that. So yeah, I'm finding my way. I put a little bit out, then I step back. I'm not addicted to being seen all the time. I'm not one of them type of women. I don't need you like that. I don't need clout like that to feel validated. And after being gang stalked for all these years, honey, I don't give a fuck about 1 million followers, honey. They give me anxiety thinking about that shit. That's 1 million opinions. That's 1 million people with something to say directly about you, good or bad. Depends on the day. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm more of a grassroots type of person. I want to get out in the community and go shake hands with people. I want to get out there and talk to folks and preach the good word and give people inspiration and hugs and kiss the baby and pet the dogs. Like, that's what I want to do. This internet shit just happened because I was exploited. All these people know me because they exploited me, man. Let's talk about that. Still, you niggas have stayed here and violated me in the most heinous ways, and you are women that step back and watch the nigga do this to me. You are women that are totally okay with watching other women be abused. You don't care if it's children involved. You don't care what happened. There is nothing in this world that somebody could do and come to me and involve me in some shit. The shit that y'all have done to me, no one could ever step to me and ask me to do no shit like that. There's no one that I've ever had beef with that I would actually agree to do some shit like that. And that's how I know that you are very low in your life, that you don't feel good about yourself, that you can't love yourself and do the type of things you've done to me. And so I've just had to accept that, number one, that I'm really her. I had to accept, I was like, girl, like you have gone through it all. And you've done it all. And not even just what happened in the last 10 years. Like, I think about these whole last 40 years. Like, bitch, you have been out here whooping ass. Taking names and whooping ass. And can't nobody take nothing from you. And I didn't have to lift a finger. See, I know real spiritual warfare, you don't have to do none of that shit. See, I'm just going to pray. I'm just going to meditate till I levitate, baby. I'm just going to say my prayers. I'm going to sit here and try to eat clean. I'm going to exercise and take care of myself. I'm going to do my deep breathing. If I got to go hug a tree, if I need to go walk barefooted, I'm going to do all the things to keep me grounded and keep me safe and make me feel secure. I'm going to take care of my mind, body, and spirit. I'm going to rest. I understand the value of resting, that I don't need to always be on the go, that I do have a lot of healing to do because of all the things that I've been through. So I don't feel the need to be out all the time. I don't need to be popping. I don't always need to be seen. I don't always need people to validate my greatness. I'm comfortable just being Candice, man. I'm so glad to be alive, nigga. I'm so glad to be alive, to be in my right mind, to be able to take care of myself, to love myself. If you can see this type of shit that I've seen going through homelessness, people that are disabled, people that don't have limbs, people that are not in their right mind, that's walking around in circles all day. People like, nigga, I am blessed. I don't give a fuck what nobody has taken from me. I wake up every morning giving thanks 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times a day, nigga. Because the thing about me is that I know that God is with me, man. I know that when Kanye said, like, Jesus walked with me, man, nigga, that's some real shit. And everybody don't have that. Everybody can't stand before God, man. I know you niggas can't. You bitches on the carpet, you bitches can't stand before God and really tell the truth. You would hang your head in shame if you had to face God today. If he had to come to you and step to you and say, hey, Shakita, did you sell your sister out? Shakita, did you and your brother kill your daddy? Did you misappropriate funds? Did you not give that girl her money? Did you go to court and lie on her? Did some of y'all fuck her exes in the past? Did some of y'all lie to people around her to create a certain name? Y'all lied and said that girl a drug addict. She ain't never did hard drugs in her life. But you niggas do, though. You niggas is the pill poppers. You niggas out here doing real hard drugs because I can see it in your eyes. I see it in your body. See, that's the projection of a narcissist. They project whoever they are onto you. Y'all like to project, y'all like to lie, y'all like to gaslight like a motherfucker. Excuse me. You gaslight. And you lie to people because it makes you feel powerful. Because you feel inferior, something that you haven't healed within yourself. You don't feel good about who you are. And so you feel like you have the right to abuse other people because you fucked up. And I just think about like all the pain that y'all have put me through and still putting me through. Danisha, you and your mama sitting up and following me around town and shit. Like, I don't know. You tried to paint this narrative as if I'm this terrible person, but like I say, I always know when people are involved in this situation because whenever I try to call them, and at any time during this situation I try to call them and ask for help, they usually just get completely quiet and they ghost me. That's how you know people are involved. If no one ever called and said, "Are you okay?" If no one ever called and said, "Hey, you can come stay here for a while. I help you get on your feet. Do you need any money? How's your baby doing? Is everything okay?" No one ever called. No one ever reached out, and people knew what happened. So that's how I know that you were involved. And you can't come back now and say, "Oh well, I heard about the terrible things that happened." No, you can't come back now. So I made it through it now. See, it's time for me to reap my rewards now. It's time for me to get everything back that I'm owed. All the money, all the time, all the resources, everything that has been taken from me over the last 10 years, I'm finna get it back, and I'm finna get it back tenfold. And that's just the way it is. Because I'm owed that. And God knows that. That I have fought the good fight. I've taken the high road. I have walked in the straight and narrow path. I have traveled the path of least resistance. I have minded my business and stayed out the way. I learned how to let shit go. I've learned how to not seek revenge. Because if I really wanted to get you niggas, you all be dead by now. Trust and believe that. If I really wanted to be on some psycho shit, because I have every reason to be for the things that people have done to me. But learning to let go and let it, and when God said vengeance is mine, and learning to just let Him take care of it. Because as an old head used to tell me, Candice, God can take care of people way better than you can. So it's okay. Learning to practice patience. Learning to be quiet. You don't always have to have something to say. Just let people talk. You don't need to react and respond all the time. Learn to sit still. That I don't always have to be on the move. Your value is not determined by how much you move or how much you have. It's determined by who you are and how you carry yourself, your character. Understand that your reputation may change and people can ruin your reputation with lies. That happens. But your character will always supersede your reputation. See, reputation is for the people that, in my opinion, are like temporarily in your life because eventually they're going to move on anyway, right? But people that understand your character and understand who you are as an individual, they'll never leave you because they know your character. So that's why when you tell people certain shit about me, people really don't believe you because they're like, no. So you go to the police and lie to them and say, oh, she's doing XYZ, but she's never out. She has no friends. We tapped her phone. She doesn't talk to anybody. She doesn't have any resources. How is she doing all of these things? But she's just sitting here by herself every day, just sitting under a tree minding her business. Because that's who I am. I've always been by myself. It's always been me or me and my kid. Anybody that know that. I've lived the same life all my life. Even before I had Zoya, I lived by myself. I wasn't out in the streets. I wasn't in the mix. I've never been an it girl. I've never been a socialite. I've always been committed to my career, my education. That is who I am. That is my character. So that's why I don't really feed into all the other stuff because it doesn't matter. Initially, it kind of hurt because it was just like, damn, like why would you say some shit like that? But that is the goal. Is to create shame. Is to create trauma and to like constantly reopen wounds. See, you're healing. I'm over here healing and trying to heal myself, and the people in the background is trying to dig at those scabs and those swords, and I'm going to constantly make you relive horrible situations so I can emotionally and mentally damage you to a point of no return. That is what this is about. I'm going to psychologically torture you into a point of no return. But bitch, I know how to fucking heal every single day. If I gotta do it all day, if I gotta sit here and meditate and pray for hours, nigga, I will do it. For every hex and every curse and every spell and every jar you make, bitch, I got a prayer for it. I don't fuck around. Because I know the God that I serve. I don't play around. So let's be clear. I've asked before, and I think that y'all think this is the game, right? But I think you need to get in your little group chats. You need to go have a secret meeting. You need to go sit down and chill it somewhere and get you a 2 for $20. And figure out how you gonna pay me back my money. Figure out how you gonna pay me back my money, man. I don't want no kumbayas. I don't want no fucking apologies. Don't try to throw no fucking parties. Don't try to invite me nowhere. I don't want to eat with you hoes. I don't like you hoes. And I'm going to tell you that loud and clear. We'll never be fucking friends. We'll never be cool. It'll never be right. We'll never be okay. There's no. I want my fucking money. I want everything that's owed to me. You need to publicly get on fucking line and apologize and tell the world what you really did. That's what you need to do. Because if you don't, when the news break in your ass, because you still going to jail. Like, I want you to understand that. All you hoes is going to jail. Whether spiritual jail or physical jail. Spiritual jail is worse. Spiritual jail is like you are in an insane asylum in your own mind. Like, that's like sleep paralysis in your waking life to where you are trapped. That's the Eight of Swords. You are trapped in your own mind. You are in a mental imprisonment and you cannot get out. At least in jail, like, you know what you're getting. You're going to get 3 hots in a cot. But spiritual jail is like life is like, you know, everything is going on and you are trapped in the trauma that you created for somebody else. You're lost, your day is confused. You can't move, you can't function because you keep thinking about it's analysis paralysis. You think about it over and over and over. All the things you did, all the lies you told, your illusions is shattered. This is why you can't fuck with that spell word. Because the illusions that you think you're creating around my life, you're creating within your own life. And then when the illusion shatters, it breaks your fucking psyche. You bitches gonna create mental illness for yourself. This is why you're having breakdowns and experiencing spiritual psychosis. Because you have sat here and played with so much fucking magic and you made yourself believe a lie that you told yourself. And then when the lie is shattered and everybody sees that you lied, you're like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I say? Everybody can see me. This is why. Be yourself. Be the same. Be honest. Tell the truth, man. The truth will set you free. Stop lying. Because you're sitting up here playing these fucking reindeer games, bitch, and it is a greater consequence than what you will ever realize. Even if you never go to physical jail, you never get found out, you will be trapped in your mind forever. You will forever be haunted by what you did to me. You'll never be able to live it down. There's going to be songs that play on the radio. There's going to be signs that you see. Like, I'm going to haunt you forever. You are forever indebted to me. Do you not realize that? You will forever be at my feet. Do you not understand the games that you have played? don't think you know who I am, nigga. I don't think you realize what this really is. See, I played nice because I loved you. Because I wanted what was best for you. I tried to show up for you. I tried to be there for you. I was kind to you. I gave to you. I gave you money. I gave you energy. I gave you my time. I gave you my loyalty. I gave you my friendship. I gave you real shit that money cannot buy and that you will never experience again in this life. You will never find another Candice Carey. That goes for any man or any woman. You will never find another me. And you want to know why? Because everywhere I go, I intentionally give good love. I give you the best experience that you could possibly have. Because I feel like you're worthy of it. Because I know ain't nobody loving you like this. I know nobody take care of you, don't show up for you. Nobody's been your cheerleader. Nobody's been your advocate. Nobody is that person for you. And I do that because I genuinely care. Because I feel like you're worthy of it. That's how I love. That's how I take care of people. That's how I show up. Because I feel like if you in my circle, if you my friend, if you're my man, I'm going to give you the best. I'm going to show up for you. And I expect that shit in return. And if you cannot do that, you cannot be here. And that's the thing. You niggas was takers. That's all you hoes know how to do is take, rob, steal, and kill, and do the devil's work. So I'm okay with it, man. I loved you wholeheartedly from a tender space. I loved you honestly in some capacity at some point until you ruined it. Your hatred, your self-hatred ruined it. It wasn't me. I didn't do anything to you. That's what I'm saying. Nobody in this situation, not even the people that I named, the people that's in the shadows, the people that's behind the scenes, the people at these jobs, nobody can even explain why they do the shit that they do. They can't even explain like why they don't like me. They can't say, oh, she did this to me, she did that to me. They can't say that. They can maybe say, oh, she's not nice. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm kind, but I'm not nice. Do I go out of my way for people anymore? No, I don't. Am I overly friendly? No, I'm not. Do I just give for no reason? No, I don't. Because I am constantly abused. I'm constantly being targeted for being a good person. And I'm not gonna keep taking licks from people that are fucked up, that people that have trauma and things that they don't want to deal with. They just want to be mean and messy for no reason. And you think I'm gonna deal with that shit? You think I'm just finna sit here and be your doormat and you'll punch a bag because you mad because you fucked up? I'm straight. I'll stay here by myself for the rest of my life before I have people in my life that just want to sit here and take, rob, steal, and kill and bring me down and secretly want to destroy me. I would rather be on my own. So it will never be cool. It ain't, they're never making it no right. And I hope they rest in your spirit that you fucked this up. And I hope that you go somewhere and find the healing that you need. I hope that you go get a therapist. I hope that you go get on medication. I hope that you find a pastor or a spiritual person that you can trust and talk to start working through your demons. Instead of projecting and lashing out and crashing out on people, I hope that you can go and find the space and time to deal with your shit. But at the end of the day, I want my money. I want my money, and I will not stop until I get everything that's owed to me. I don't mind getting a lawyer. I don't mind doing whatever I need to do, because what you don't realize is that the time that I have been quiet, I've just been collecting notes. I've been collecting data, all that shit that y'all been putting on social media and you think I didn't see and I didn't know about. I saw that shit. So I have proof of defamation of character. I have proof that you've stolen shit from me. I have proof that my identity has been stolen. I have proof of everything that I've been saying for the last 7 to 10 years that you niggas have done to me and thought you got away with. So you need to figure out how the fuck you gonna give me my money. You need to figure it out. You need to start calculating. You need to whatever you need to do. You need to get you a second job. You need to take out a loan. You need to figure it out. I need my shit. And I need it now because I got shit to do. Just pay me what you owe me and move the fuck on with your life. Because there's nothing for us to talk about. There's no reason for us to rehash. There's nobody that you can send to get information because I'm going to know. I'm going to know. As soon as I figure out people start asking me certain types of questions, I know. That's some Jackie Honest said on her channel. Like, she was like, the faces you make when people are like coming up to you asking you certain type of questions, you know, they just fishing for information. They don't really give a fuck about you. They don't like you like that. They're not your friend. They don't really want what's best for you. They are just here as a decoy, as a mole, as a rat. And you got to be mindful of that shit. A lot of these people come in your space, it's like 95% of them are fugazi. For real. A lot of these people are not here for your best interest. So that's why you gotta have an inner circle, a tight circle of people. Don't be afraid to let people go when it's time for them to, like, when it's time to say goodbye, let them go. And you need to be able to find red flags early. If people on dumb shit early, let them go. As soon as you see it, let it go. As soon as they show their ass, let it go. Don't say, oh, they was having a bad day. Oh, they didn't know. Or they, goodbye. Because I walked alone too much. And so I know that I'm going to be okay with it without you, so it don't matter. I'm not codependent on you like that. I don't need you like that. And so I know I'm going to be okay. I know it's all going to work out. I don't mind. I keep a pair of scissors on me, niggas. I will let you go like I never knew you. So I want what's owed to me, man. Y'all think I don't know what happened with my dad, but I do. I saw the power of attorney online. I saw how the house was sold behind the scenes, how you couldn't tell and you had to drop the price. I saw all that shit. See, I told Larry that shit. I told that Larry when he tried to fake me out in front of his friends and tried to sell me out to his church people and shit. I said, nigga, if I gotta be homeless, ain't nobody gonna have nowhere to stay. If I can't have nowhere to stay, ain't nobody gonna have nowhere to stay. I keep telling y'all shit. If I gotta go without and I gotta suffer because of things that y'all have done, please believe you finna come with me. If I gotta sit here and be in lack and in poverty and I can't have the things that I need when I have not done anything wrong and I'm just being attacked for being me, that people are purposely trying to keep me from having money and having jobs and having access just so I can take care of myself. Niggas don't even want me to be able to take care of myself. You know how low you gotta be in your life? I don't want to have a job. I don't want to have a place to live. I want to be on the streets. I want, like, do you hear yourself? I'm gonna send chaos and magic, and I'm gonna send all of this type of I'm gonna send people in and say mean things to her and spread her business in the streets, and it's just like, what does that change? I'm still me, I'm still her, and I'm still his. People want to hurt your feelings so bad, but what if you don't have no feelings no more? Not when it comes to shit like this. What if you don't have feelings anymore? Like, what if you don't feel shit? Not when it comes to like other people and negativity and all that shit. I got feelings for babies. I got feelings for animals. I got feelings for like old people that need help. You know, that's why I put my feelings in places where I'm needed. But for you motherfuckers out here in the world that don't give a fuck about me, that try to go out your way to abuse and traumatize me, I don't have no feelings for you. People's like they say, like, for somebody to hurt your feelings, you gotta actually care about them. So when somebody walking by says something negative, you like, do you even know that person? Who is that person? Do they even matter? Do they know you? Or are they just lashing out? Are they just saying some random shit to hurt your feelings? Excuse me. You gotta be mindful of like, consider the source. Consider the source. Always consider the source. So, with all that being said, I hope that you hoes that's down here on the carpet have taken heed to what I said, because clearly nobody raised you properly. Clearly no one told you the truth. No one ever told you that you was beautiful. No one ever told you that you could. You weren't invested in. You weren't shown self-worth and self-value. And there are a lot of things that I've had to learn too that I wasn't shown either. But I didn't try to traffic somebody. I didn't try to set someone up to get gang raped. I didn't try to sell somebody. I didn't want to see somebody prostituted out. I didn't want to for somebody's child to be sexually assaulted. I didn't want that for anybody. I wouldn't sit back and know that I was a part of such an egregious crime and never said anything. I couldn't live with that. I couldn't act like that never happened. I couldn't act like I didn't do that or I wasn't a part of that and I never helped that person. Because I guarantee you, when you hoes that's down here on the carpet was at your lowest, I helped you. When your nudes leaked and nobody wanted to be your friend, I was there for you. When one of you hoes found out you had herpes and you was devastated because your baby daddy had cheated on you, and then you called me on the phone and you was crying and you was fucked up because you didn't know what you was gonna do. You niggas done had abortions, all type of shit, and I've been there for all you hoes and never said nothing, never told nobody, never judged you. I gave you good advice. I told you what you shouldn't do, but it wasn't about judgment. It was like, hey, I think you deserve better. I think you should do something different. I think you should choose a better way because what you're doing isn't working. But no, you get mad at shit like that. You're mad and you're frustrated because you don't want to do right. You don't want to do better. You want to keep doing what you're doing and think you're going to get a better result, and that ain't life. As somebody like me that really loved your ass, I told you the truth, and you didn't want to hear that, so you went against me. And you thought if she just dies and she just goes away, I can just bury this secret and I never have to face it. But here I am, you gotta face it. Not only do you gotta face your truth, but you gotta face me, nigga, and that's something you hoes can't never do. You sit here and you talk shit and you do subliminals and sneak disses and shit, but you hoes will never come to me personally and say what the fuck you gotta say. You bitches will never step to me. None of these hoes, none of these gang stalkers, none of these bitches walking by with the slick shit, they'll never come to me. Candice, Carey, XYZ, you bitches will never come and say that shit to me, man. You always gonna have to sneak this. You always gonna have to sit in the shadows with the stank face. Cause you bitches ain't got enough courage. Everything I say, I call names. I pull you bitches to the carpet. If I need to catch a flight and say it to your fucking face, bitch, I will. Fuck you, mean. You hoes ain't got no heart. You bitches want to try to call me scary now, bitch. I don't think you really know who I am. I don't think you understand what this is. And never mind what you thought it was. All this other shit doesn't even matter because we here now. So like I said, I just want my fucking money. We need to keep this shit real peaceful, real light. It's summertime today. Welcome to the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Summer's here, nigga, and I want my fucking money. Don't think I don't have receipts. Don't think I don't have information, nigga. And as you keep playing games, and the longer you play, the more money you gonna owe me. So you need to sit down, like I said, get in your group chats, get on the Zoom, whatever you feel like you need to do. I want my fucking money. You, Jeff, Jermaine, Michael Spurlock, all you niggas get in your group chats. Get on the Zoom. You need to get on your Zoom. You need to get on your Zoom. And you need to figure it out. Because what you niggas is looking at is RICO crimes. What you niggas is looking at is conspiracy, since you've followed me from state to state to orchestrate different crimes in my life at different shelters that I've been at, and different people and all these organizations, and all this secret information and all this leaked shit and HIPAA violations and all this shit that you niggas been doing. This is a conspiracy. This is 85% day for day, nigga. You didn't know? This is Fed time. You didn't know? See, that's why I took so long. I ain't saying that because, see, I wanted the stacks and the odds to be so high against you, nigga. You ain't gonna have no choice but to give me what the fuck I want. You ain't gonna have no choice but to surrender. Damn if you do, damn if you do, because you put it all online. You think people ain't took screenshots? You think people ain't seen you? You think people don't know your slip is showing? You think the people around you ain't wonder, like, why they treat that girl like that? Every time that girl came around, she was always nice. Your family ain't wonder, like, she ain't never been nothing good to you. Why you treat her like that? You don't even know that girl. Why you talking about her like that? That's why I said the energy's no longer conducive. You niggas didn't know when to stop. You didn't know how to hit a lick and move on. You had to you thought you was going to keep going and going and going and going. And this is just going to be this never-ending cycle of abuse. And I'm just going to keep traumatizing you. And I'm going to keep abusing you. And I'm going to keep taking every day for the rest of your life. I'm just going to be, And it's like, what? You're going to dedicate your life to brutalizing and traumatizing somebody for the hell of it, and you think that your life is going to be prosperous. Some of you hoes is sick now, from what I heard. Some of you got black circles running out of all that dark work, your hair thinning like a motherfucker. Some of you hoes that got overweight, can't even touch your toes no more. That work is working a number on you bitches. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. Y'all need to put the magic down. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop, because, honey, I ain't never used it. And look at the life that I've created. And ain't never used no work. The life that y'all want so bad you could have got if you did the work. That's what you don't understand. You sitting up here trying to steal, rob, kill, and destroy when you could have just all this time. Think of every candle you done bought. Every sigil. Every voodoo doll you done poked over the last 10 years to try to get rid of me. And you could have invested so much of your time somewhere else. Like, nigga, you could have done so much more. You could have been on right now. You could be established. You could have had a nice savings by now. Think about the last 7 to 10 years that you have sat here and tried to traumatize me and abuse me and bully me. And you could have established a business probably that could have done well. I know you niggas ain't doing well. I know you ain't really popping like that. I know that. And that's okay. But you can't beat me down because I'm trying. I'm still, like I say, I'm still learning. I'm still out here growing. And you sitting there trying to trip me as I'm on my own. Like, damn, I don't even know what I'm doing that much. And you mad. A bitch got 6 followers and bitches is mad. I ain't even up yet. Baby, this is mad. Damn. Can I have a little bit? Can I have a piece of the pie? Can I have my piece of the pie? I didn't ask for yours. See, you wanted yours and mine. I just want my piece of the pie. I just want what God got for me. I don't need the whole pie. Too many calories. Give me cavities. Just give me my piece. The hefty piece, bitch. Don't give me no corner piece. I want a hefty piece. That's all I'm saying. Everybody get a piece of the pie, man. You ain't got to steal from nobody. This is America. This ain't no third world country, at least not yet. Not yet. Everybody, new money is printed every day. And there's so much your name on it. You don't got to steal from your own people to get ahead. You don't. Because as you can see, none of that shit ever lasts, man. I'm telling you that. Like, look at the people that have done terrible things. None of it ever lasts. No one ever remembers you, nigga. You're not going down as a legend. You want to be, y'all want clout. like monetarily, y'all, like not just monetarily, but momentarily. Y'all want clout right now in this life. And I guess I want everlasting life. I want to live on forever. Like you hoes will be forgotten after your funeral. Nobody cares about you, nigga. What was in the movie Freedom Writers with Hillary Swank? And she was telling them kids nobody's gonna remember you because you didn't do shit with your life. Nobody cares. You was in a coven. You did nothing for your community. You did nothing for your people. You did nothing to raise the vibration of the earth. You have done nothing. You came all the way down here and did absolutely nothing but waste your time and waste the gifts that God gave you. And you tried to steal everybody else's instead of cultivating your own. That's what you did. Instead of you owning that, you want to bully and traumatize other people. So you're a waste of space. That's why I said some of you hoes should have just been swallowed. Your mama should have just made a choice. See, we as women, we all have a choice. And some of you bitches should have been the choice of to not have. Because look at what you've done with your life. Look at what you've done. What do you have to show for yourself at almost 40, 50 years old? You can't even really say like, hey, I'm proud of this, I'm proud of that. And it's never too late. You can always turn it around. But no, what do? You go do magic. You go do magic, nigga. I'm done with you hoes. I've schooled you enough. I've said everything I need to say. You can stand up from the car, but stretch your legs out. I hope that you've taken this information in. I hope that you find the healing that you need. I really do. I hope that you go sit down somewhere and learn how to mind your own business and go and create something of your own and stop stealing from other people and acting like they don't know and then trying to bully and abuse them for speaking up for themselves. Because I'm never going to stop speaking up until you stop, bitch. I ain't going to stop. Understand that. If you want me to take my foot off your fucking neck, then you need to leave me alone and give me my goddamn money. Until then, bitch, I'm going to press on that neck until that motherfucker snap. I want you to understand that I'm going to press on your neck until that bitch snaps. I promise you that. It ain't just gonna be me, it's gonna be my ancestors and everybody else that got my back, nigga. Cause it ain't just my ancestors, honey. Cause see, since you done sent so many demons to me, I think they fuck with me too. See, I got people of the light and the dark. I know how to dance with demons. I ain't scared. I two-step with them hoes like it ain't nothing. And the angels ride for me and so do the demons. Now what? What you gonna do now? Oh, okay. I hope this information has been useful to you. This is yours truly. I hope you continue to have a great rest of the day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time. Peace.